What's up, guys? Let's talk about National Signing Day. 2 days away now, Wednesday. Had a big recruiting weekend. A lot of guys on campus. A couple new names popped up. A couple guys that were on campus that were just offered recently. Jack Fiburn. Kid looks really good, really strong, set the edge, big defensive end type guy. Kind of reminds me of Jordan Sherritt from 2014 class. Kid wasn't healthy much, but when he was on the field, man, he was excellent run stopper, excellent at setting the edge, good bull rusher. This kid, he's a big, thick, girthy guy, big neck. I don't know if y'all seen pictures of him, but look him up. It's Jack Fiburn, I think. 8'8", three-star guy out of Jacksonville Bowles High School. Really good prospect. Just popped on the scene late. Got an offer from Billy. He said Gators' dream offer. He's going to commit, I think, either today or tomorrow. So he's a Gator lock. That's another guy in the class, borderline four-star guy. Jordan Sherritt was a 94-star when we signed him, and these guys are like identical prospects. So super excited. It was between us and Miami for this kid. KD Hutchinson was on campus. Another late one that came out. Speedy 5'7", 170, wide receiver out of Georgia. He did not receive an offer. I did want to talk about this kid, though, because he handled it like a man. Very respectful online, very honest and open about the fact that he did not receive an offer, and that's due to the fact that all the kids that we want, we pretty much got. The ones that they basically silent committed to us, so we know who's in the class at this point, and we couldn't accept anybody else. So the coaches have an idea who's committing, who's signing this week, and they had to tell the kid no. What I love about it is they didn't lie to this kid. They were super honest with him. They told him straight up, like, look, man, we love you, love your film, but we're just a little too late on you, and we're not going to be able to offer you at this time. So the kid's going to end up at Vanderbilt. Again, we'll probably see him in the next couple years and wish we had him, because the kid, speedy, slot wide receiver, kind of like Brandon Powell, not coming to Florida, though. Another guy on campus was DJ Allen, wide receiver out of Texas. It's between us and TCU. He's a Gator. I'm sorry, y'all. He's a Florida Gator. He's not going to TCU over Florida. I know he's from Texas, and a lot of people are thinking that. Kid's a Gator lock. The reason we didn't take KD Hutchinson, the other wide receiver, is because DJ Allen is going to be a Florida Gator. I'm calling that now. This kid is an absolute must in the class. We don't have any wide receivers. We don't have any talent there. We're hurting bad. We need him in this class. He's an elite prospect. He's going to come in and produce almost immediately as a freshman. And the other thing I like, DJ said over the weekend that Billy and them are basically telling him, hey, you come to Florida, you're going to be able to start day one. You're going to be on campus. They're basically promising playing time to these true freshmen, which I love it. I mean, tell the kids what they want to hear, get them locked, get them signed, get them on campus, and let everything fall where it may. You got to de-recruit them when they get on campus. It's just part of it. These are Mullen and these guys in the past we've had, oh, you come in and work for 17 years and eventually you'll start. Some bull crap. So that's one of the things that I really love about Billy and the guys is just telling these kids what they want to hear, but being honest at the same time. So it's a mix, man. It's not like they're lying, but it's really not a lie. It's not. You're telling the kid you come in and compete, you're going to get, playing time day one, as a true freshman. Let them get in some games. You're not lying to them. They're going to get in a game. If they don't produce, they don't play. But at least they know, hey, I have an opportunity, and coach is going to play me if I'm better than the next guy. Not, hey, I might be better, but, I still got to wait my turn until I'm a junior or senior just to get on the field, which is crazy. I mean, that's what crushed us. Another guy, I'm drawing a blank here, prospect-wise. We had some 2023 guys that were on campus. I'm trying to think who else was there this weekend. Trevante Citizen, that's who it was I was trying to think of. He was a midweek guy. He dropped by, the running back out of Louisiana. He's not a Gator. He came in. I think he just did it. Honestly, I think he came for the free trip. I'm sorry, no, it was an unofficial visit. He didn't come for free. But I think he came just to tease Florida, just to put us as another hat on the table. I think, I hate they even let him come because I feel like it's the writing's on the wall. We were an unofficial visit. It's like, yeah, on my way to Miami, I'll kind of drop by for a day, 2 days. just to please you guys since you recruited me so hard. I mean, we went by this kid's house. I mean, we really, went 100 on this kid. So, but we're going to swing and miss. He's going to Auburn or Louisiana. He's not coming here. We got our running backs. We got Montreal Johnson through the transfer portal from Louisiana. We got ETN, the older ETN's little brother. We got him. I think he's a solid bruiser. He's a big, thick kid. I think you get him in college, increase his speed a little bit and his strength and power, and he's going to be an excellent running back. So I'm not worried about running back. I personally don't even want another one in this class. We need to save those spots for edge guys, defensive line, offensive line, which we've got Jalen Farmer coming, and those guys are going to probably sign with Florida. Now, it's not a lock with him. He was looking at Kentucky and a couple other schools out there. Alabama came in and offered Jalen Farmer late. That would kind of suck for Bama to come in and get him, but you can't knock the kid for going to Bama, or taking a visit there. I mean, they're national title contenders every year. My thing is, kid's a high-level 3-star. He's a backup plan for Bama. You got to look who was loyal to you, who recruited you first, who was loyal to you, who stuck with you. I think down the road, a year or two from now, that kid's going to be a really good offensive lineman. He goes to Bama. He comes here. He may start, in a year, 2 years, year and a half. He goes to Bama. 3 years, 4 years max. He might be a senior before he sees the field. So I don't know what the kid's thinking. I've heard some rumors he might end up at Bama. But yeah, so I just want to do a small update. I don't want to get too far into everything. I do think DJ Allen's in the class. We're not getting Jordan James. He's going to Oregon. He didn't even bother coming to visit. And I did say that kid was going to be a Gator. I really thought he was going to come to Florida. It just seemed like we were recruiting him hard and he was really interested. He will not be coming to Florida. Let's see, another kid. I'm trying to think, who else do we have? Got a lot of bumps, guys. A lot of bumps on the rankings for our recruits. Max Brown, the quarterback, got a ranking increase. He's almost a mid-level 3-star ranking on 247 Sports now. We're calling it the Billy Bump on the message boards because it seems like every time we land a guy, he gets a little bump in his ranking. It's kind of nice for once to be, a Gator and get that kind of break in the recruiting services because it seems like all our recruits' rankings always either drop as soon as they commit or shortly after. They somehow fall down the rankings magically. There's no bias there, obviously. It's a completely unbiased service. They're still very accurate rankings. We still have to go by them. I mean, there's no doubt about it. The elite prospects, they do produce. The 5-stars produce. They go to the NFL. The statistics back it up. I do think that their recruiting services are starting to lose some credibility. There really is some guys out there that they're just slapping a ranking on just because of who they commit to. It's almost obnoxious at this point. I mean, here's a perfect example. Look at all the 5-stars and 4-stars in the transfer portal this cycle that did not produce at Bama and Georgia, that left those two schools to go to other schools. Those are all busts, in my opinion. They got there, the true 5-stars and 4-stars, guess what? They start day one at Georgia. They start day one at Alabama. Bryce Young, perfect example. This guy that just transferred recently, Javon Baker, the 4-star wide receiver who goes to, I think, Kentucky or somewhere. He goes to a different school because he can't play at Alabama. Well, he was a highly rated 4-star recruit. Obviously the recruiting services, they got something wrong there. The kid didn't produce. He wasn't Alabama level. I feel that's what I'm saying. Some of these guys, they're just slapping rankings on because they're going to Alabama. If that kid was recruited to Florida, guarantee he had probably been like a 4-star 90 ranking, like the lowest rating for a 4-star there is, just because that's the way it is when they come to Florida. There's some talent at Florida still. We still got guys that can produce. Jaquavion Frazier's, I think, is going to be a stud. I don't think he was given the opportunities he should have been given. There's several wide receivers still out there. I think Jamarcus Weston, I think he's going to play a little bit next year and do decent. I don't think he's ever going to be an All-American. I think Mullen did more of that out of his cockiness, saying, my 2-star guys or 5-star guys, stuff like that. Weston's going to he's going to play to his talent level. Personally, I think he's going to be average at best, but he's going to produce a little bit. I don't think that he's ever going to be a burner. He looks like a lumbering tree out there a little bit, kind of like some of these big, tall Frazier's is an example too. Oh man, who's this, some of these? Ahmad Fullwood, remember him when he played for the Gators? Similar, these big, tall, linky guys. I'm not a big fan of that. Recruiting a receiver, I want speed, I want agility, I want guys that can move and wiggle, make cuts in the open field, make guys miss, turn on a dime like Kadarius Toney. I want a highlight reel. I don't want a guy who's 6'5", who runs a 4.7, and has to go up for a jump ball, to catch it. Why have to make a tough catch when you can separate? You know what I mean? So here's my thing. If I recruit wide receiver, I want one tall, possession type wide receiver, red zone threat, deep threat that can make a jump catch. I want one, maybe two of those guys. That's it. All my other wide receivers, even the depth guys behind them, I want speedy, fast, shifty guys. They don't have to be tall, 5'10", 5'11", 5'9", even shorter guys. Man, some of them short guys, I've watched guys that were 5'9" go up over a 6-foot dude and catch a ball. They got athleticism. They can jump. You don't have to have that height. So, that's kind of my opinion on that. Another thing with quarterback, I think Max Brown's going to surprise some people. I don't think he's ever seen the field the first year, not as a true freshman. Where I think he might turn some heads is I think his redshirt freshman year. I think he may actually get in there and push for some playing time and push for a job. I think the kid actually might be, potentially a starter, a few years from now. I don't think he's going to scare off anybody in recruiting, and I think that's kind of why they took him, because it is a transition class. I think next year you're going to see that, I think it's Vinia guy, quarterback. You have to look him up. He's a 5-star, Arch Manning, those type guys. That's what we're going to have in the 2023 class. I'm going to do a video post signing day. It's going to be a big video. It's going to be a long video. We're going to break down the entire class, talk about each player. We're going to evaluate everything as a whole. I didn't really want to do a video and then it get out for a couple days. It's not going to get a lot of views. It's going to be old news by the time signing day comes. So I just kind of wanted to recap the weekend a little bit. I'm trying to rack my brain here. Who else was on campus this weekend? There was quite a few guys. Wide receiver Caleb Douglas. He's a Gator. He's locked in. So that's going to be our two receivers in this class, and I love it. I mean, they're both. Douglas got a bump, by the way. He's a high-level 8.8 3-star now. That's the highest ranking you can get as a 3-star is 8.8. Once you get to the 8.9 range, you are considered a 4-star prospect. So 8.9 to, I believe, about 9.8 and some change, like 9.802 is a 4-star. Once you get in the upper 9.8 to 9.9 range, that is a 5-star prospect. So yeah, he is at the top end of that 3-star range. So Douglas is a good one. I'm really excited about him. He's kind of a long guy, but he's got speed though. He's real lean. He's tall, so he's a fast guy. I don't think he's got the wiggle. He's a straight line speed guy. Probably a deep threat possession type. Again, deep ball, stuff like that. Over the middle, crosser routes. Don't see him being the guy that's going to, run your slant and then take it upfield for another 50 or 60 yards. But anyways, good pickup. He hasn't committed yet, but again, I mean, he's a Gator in my opinion. He's not going anywhere else. So Fiberm's going to Florida. DJ Allen, Harold Perkins, he came in again. I'm calling him 5-star linebacker. I'm calling him to be a Florida Gator. He went to LSU, and apparently he was on Instagram or IG Live with Caleb Douglas at LSU this past weekend, and they were basically talking about they're both Gators and they're coming to Florida. And I mean, man, you got to. How does that look when you're on campus at LSU for that staff to be humiliated by 2 Gator recruits? I love what Billy's doing. I guarantee he told them guys, yeah, y'all go to LSU, have a good time. Why don't y'all go there and tell them all about how you love the Gators and everything, and just chop it up with them, and tell them how you're ready to win a championship and bring a ring back to Florida. Man, Billy, he's cutthroat, man. I don't think he's playing around with this recruiting stuff. It really looks like he's serious. We've always been the laughing stock on the recruiting trail the last few years. People always making jokes and negative recruiting Florida. Well, I think we're starting to negative recruit other schools, and it's about time we step up to the plate. One thing I would do if I was Napier, we're competing with LSU for a lot of guys, I'd be pointing Brian Kelly out. When you got a guy who comes from the Northeast and he comes down here talking about me and my family, That's about the fakest joke of anything I've ever seen in my life. How in the world could you sit there and honest to God look anybody in the face with a fake Southern accent when everybody knows for the last 15 years you've been sitting at Notre Dame with the most proper English in the United States of America? I mean, what in the world? These kids got to see right through this. It's the fakest thing I've ever seen in my life. He's an embarrassment. I mean, it's just be yourself, man. You don't even have to. You don't have to come to LSU and immerse yourself in the culture and all this stuff. It's not necessary. You're a football coach. Be real with these kids. Be honest. And I think they all see right through it. I think this year there's a lot of hype, a lot of excitement with him. But man, I don't know if y'all have seen those videos of him dancing with recruits, grinding on them like he's in the club or something. It is disturbing. I mean, the weirdest, most uncomfortable feeling I think I've had in several years was watching Chip Kelly do a video shoot and post it on social media with an 18-year-old kid. Looks like he's grinding on him, doing God knows what with his fingers. It was disturbing. I mean, y'all go look it up. It's really weird. But a lot of those kids, they were on campus, and I think Billy's been talking trash. I think these coaches are talking trash about these other coaches in a way, without making it too negative. But I think it's definitely happening. And it's about time that we got that done and we started, recruiting that way. Let's see. Y'all please subscribe to the channel. Please like my videos if you will. If you don't plan on... Look, I don't care if you plan on watching the video again or watching my channel. That's fine. You don't even have to... If you're not going to, then don't subscribe, obviously. But if you click on it and you watch a few minutes of it, just like the video, it still helps me out. I'm trying to do my best with it. I've had some advice given to me. One of my comments on one of the videos, he basically told me it'd help if I put some, content in the video. I'm going to try to start doing that, putting players' images up with the names and rankings and stuff like that, so you guys kind of put a face and name to who I'm talking to. And then if we talk about other stuff where I need stats, I'll try to post stuff like that. I'm really just learning, so again, if y'all watch these videos and you got advice, help me out. I'm trying to learn how to edit and stuff like that. I'm kind of a country guy. I don't really know a whole lot about, I'm good at figuring stuff out pretty quick with computers and phones and stuff like that, but it's not like my thing, you know what I mean? I'm an outdoors guy, but I love football. I love the Florida Gators. I love talking about them. So, again, if y'all got any input, just like my videos, share my videos. And I'd love to get some feedback. That's all I got for today, guys. If y'all got any questions or anything y'all like me to put out there as far as Gators content, like for me to cover, videos you'd like me to make or break down, please let me know so I know kind of what topics to start getting on to, move on to next after National Signing Day. Obviously, we're going to make a big one. Probably Thursday. I'll make the video on Wednesday after the guys sign, but then it'll get posted on Wednesday night, and then we'll get on there and talk about that. So talk to you guys soon. Y'all have a good one. Thank you.